It's very important that everybody knows these circumstances surrounding the Maui wildfires. In order to avoid this video,
Yes, I didn't know I would see this video. I came across this recently in the midst of the Maui wildfire in August that devastated areas like the historic town of Lahaina and killed upward 115 people. Oprah's relationship to Hawaii has been re-examined by some critics. This man actually bring out the truth about Oprah, exposing her like never before. It is important we take an exclusive look into what is going on. If you have noticed, Oprah's name has been on the media for a while. She came recently and sparked more backlash responding to social media. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, share out this video.
I don't think people understand how much property Oprah actually owns on the island.
Okay, so this video just came across my feed. And this guy does a fantastic job, but he misses the mark by like a little bit, right? So allow me to bridge that gap for you. Now, Oprah and The Rock, they decided they're going to start themselves a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 to help the people of Maui, right? And to get it started, they both decide we're going to put in 5 million apiece, 10 million in total just to start it. And then they go to the public and ask for the rest. And then you realize, oh, by the way, they're going to get their 5 million back. Why? Because it's a charitable donation and they get to write it all off, right? So then what happens to the rest of the money? Well, in a nonprofit, right, a 501c3, only about 35% actually goes towards the thing you're trying to fund. The other 65% is pocketed by the organization in order to keep the organization going, i.e., back into Oprah and The Rock's pockets, right? So basically, they did a good faith gesture to write themselves a blank check later. And it's not just by the people who donated, it's also by the U.S. government. Why? Because the U.S. government pledged $95 million to the people of Maui, right? And when they pledge money like that, they don't just go around handing it out to people. No, they hand that money to the organizations working in that area, right? The very first organizations to get their money are the non-profits. So all they have to do is apply for the money and they will get it. Now, I'm not sure how much they can get out of the 95 million, but because it has their names attached to it, is going to be quite a substantial amount. So again, a good faith gesture to write themselves a blank check later. Now, the reason I stitched this video is because in the video, the guy says, well, Oprah has about 1,000 acres of land. By my research, it's a lot more. It's 1,870 acres of land. But when you go back into any of the interviews where she's talking about it, she makes it a point to say that it's a farm, it's a ranch, right? That's very important. Why? Because things classified as farms or ranches pay significantly less taxes. But also, the second group of people to receive money whenever there's a huge donation for like a disaster like that, small businesses, okay? Guess what a farm constitutes in America? A small business. So again, Oprah gets to write herself a blank check based on 1,000 acres of farm. Okay. Mind you, she grows like beets and turnips and shit like that. It's not really anything that's going to catch fire per se. And not even that her property was near it, but she's eligible for that money. And because of who she is, she will most definitely get it. Okay. That's 3 times Oprah pocketed money off this disaster.
You can see the kind of mafia going on. Before I even proceed, please share this video to create an awareness for people to actually understand what they are doing. We have done a lot of videos pertaining to this, but I've not come across a single video that is like this. At the end of the day, they tells you, I'm giving in 10 million. But it turns out they have not done anything. They're writing home a blank check based on what he said. I read an article one day ago where the mainstream media stood up to protect Oprah, said Oprah has about 1,000 hectares of land in Maui, and this area is just for gazing. This man has made it clear for us to understand that she is doing like that to pay less tax. That is the strategy behind that. I don't want to go details pertaining to this. According to this article published by Insider,
local government's role in promoting sustainable development. It's the focus of Governor Josh Green as he represents Hawaii on the global stage.
That's right. He's in New York and just wrapped up an address to world leaders in the last hour. He focused on how the Maui wildfires represent dangerous trends caused by climate change.
For those out there who still doubt that climate change is impacting the world, note this. In the first half century, from 1953 to 2003, Hawaii experienced a total of 6 fire disasters. This August, we experienced 6 fire disasters.
yes, when you take a look at this article, Oprah, who owned 1,000 hectares of land on Maui, anger fans with her fundraiser after the wildfire. Here is a random of her history with Hawaii. Oprah has been a part-time resident of Hawaiian island of Maui since 2004 when she purchased around 1,000 hectares in its upcountry region. Since then, she amassed approximately 1,000 hectares of land across the island. Local news outlet KITV4 reported appears to have developed a strong connections to Maui. You all should come here, Winfrey said on Instagram in January 2023. Hashtag Hawaii State of Her. That is the Aloha spirit. But in the midst of the Maui wildfire in August that devastated areas like the historic town of Lahaina, Oprah's relationship to Hawaii has been re-examined by some critics. Here is what you need to know about Oprah's Hawaiian property, her response to the wildfire, and how she is handling the controversy. The kind of image they are trying to portray here on this article is simple. They are protecting Oprah's image, pertaining to this backlash. They're telling us this land was not bought at a lower price because it's not a place where you can do things like construction. Oprah's motive on this land was like just, I want to plant trees in this area. I'm planting trees to bring back the water or things like that. That is a pretense they have been putting pertaining to this. When you watch that guy at the beginning of this clip, you will understand a different concept pertaining to it. I decided to do this segment so you can see something relating to his property. I've been doing videos on this topic for some time. If you don't notice, please check my previous upload to see exactly what I've been doing on this platform. Thank you guys. God bless you. In Hawaii, they say, is it aloha?
We had to call in our brothers and sisters from other islands.
Of your lives that you have lost.
Well, I just wanted to extend my gratitude to everybody who has donated.